it says. Started. Good to go. We're live. I think we are live, Mr. Flux.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of 2EIGHT Live.
I'm Neff.
I'm Flux.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to take the lead if you don't mind.
Oh, nice. Knock yourself out, baby boy.
Look, I know I'm a strange face, especially to the Just 2EIGHT Sports Network, but you're going to get to know me pretty well, especially tonight. I'm taking hosting duties from Mr. Thomas tonight, just for one night only, just for one night. We're going to give him a chance to talk, tell us a little bit about what's coming up for 2EIGHT, new things that he's doing, stuff like that. And I'm going to be his guide and your guide through this journey. I am Brady, Fizz Flux Jackson. And again,
I'm Neff. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to work the phone too. My bad.
So while he handles that,
I told y'all my bad, man. Look. Pete. Let me let y'all know now. Flux
that's me.
and I'm Neff.
The third time.
We got a lot of we got a lot of good things that coming to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We trying to come back to YouTube. We went to Facebook Live, like right at the end of football season. So we're coming back to YouTube. And Flux going to lead us in. He's going to ask the question. I'm going to give out the best answers I can possible. So just bear with me, though. Had to do some things on my phone. So, I'll let me.
Go ahead and do that. While he does that, these are here for a reason. I'm going to give a special shout out to Straight Chop. Wayne, what's his last name?
Lil Wayne Wilson.
Lil Wayne Wilson. Look, bottles up, vape.
Oh, yeah. That is our new vape juice product line. The name of it is Bottles Up Vape. I'm sorry, Chop. I'm so sorry.
The only juice.
The only juice that we vape, and we vape. We good to go on vape. But that bottle right there is about $10, and just it's more on a support thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when he came to me with the idea of me selling juice, and with his name on it, I was like, that might be good, But it was really a donation towards the channel, so we can get the shirts and the coffee mugs and the cups and the vapes and the drinks and everything. Everything that goes into 2EIGHT comes back out through everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So like we the things we're coming up with now to do for the channel, do for the 2EIGHT. The things we're coming up with now, it's just stuff that's moving. You know what I'm saying? So, help me out. 'Cause I'm stuck.
Hey, all this stuff, it goes way back. All of us, we all go way back. We started off working on one project, and it didn't work out, and we all went our separate ways. Everybody's doing something different now, but we all come back to each other at the end of the day and help each other and support each other and try to get each other's projects off the ground. Usually you'll see me on that Xbox, running the Madden leagues, running the gaming channel, commissioner, putting up YouTube stuff, just doing different stuff like that. And we're taking a break from that stuff right now. And with all this spare time on my hands, I figure why not ride up, see Neff, help him get his situation together, figure out a few things, get a few of the technical difficulty stuff worked out, and give him an opportunity to talk. Sit on that side, the talking side.
Oh, yeah.
And give me the hosting side.
Yeah. So like you gotta this is what we got going. Right now, 2EIGHT was on Facebook Live. At first, we started out on YouTube and we were just recording it with G's. We were just recording it, and that was okay. But then we wanted more views and we wanted more talk time. And better interact with people. So we went to Facebook Live, and it was right at the end of football season. I think like the college football playoffs. Matter of fact, the SEC championship. It was championship weekend, conference championship weekend. Then we did championship weekend, bowl series weekend. Then we did championship weekend, and then that was it. So this year we want to come back harder, stronger, better than ever. So we've added an extra body to the show. I'm actually looking forward to like adding more and more people. Like every show, something different. Just to be able to touch different sides of the football field. Just the coaches and the players, different teams instead of just SEC talk. I mean, because that's mostly what we get out of. I mean, Alabama's big time. Don't get us wrong. In the state of in the state of Alabama, there's a big name. So if I'm in Alabama. I'm a Florida fan, but you go live in Alabama. Yeah, you go live in Alabama with the Alabama show. I mean, you liable to pick up a lot of people that's going to talk or whatnot, but to get a Georgia fan or Ohio State fan, Oklahoma fan, TCU fan, any other fan, any other thing that we can do to make this show better will be done to make this show better. You know what I'm saying? So with the support and the help from the people, we're gonna try to grow it from right here.
I just want to add to that and say I hope you're not trying to find a TCU fan. Good luck with that. Give us a little bit more insight on the show, the schedule. What can people expect? When are we looking out for you guys? You're going live on YouTube and Facebook. You got both networks, so it's going to be convenient for people to see you.
Oh yeah.
What's the schedule looking like? Every week? Every 2 weeks?
It's been tough. It was tough. It was tough this past football season to do every. It's tough to do. I mean, we got real jobs, so
Of course.
So I say I really want to go 2 days out of a week, like every week, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something of that sort, like Saturday and a Monday or a Friday and a Saturday, just right then and there, like. I think Bama ran off the TV at like 10:30 at night on a Saturday night. So
they did that all year last year.
So like on an early, maybe not an early Sunday morning, like maybe not even midnight, maybe an early Sunday morning, like
a post game kind of thing.
Yeah, like a post game kind of thing. Just something to recap it. In Monday show consists of pro football, and the rankings might jump about on the Tuesday. So just different stuff. It's the schedule will be so. The schedule was so tight,
right?
So now we got a clear view of how tight the schedule was and what we can and can't do. So now it's most likely now it's like let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like full speed ahead now. Because like you don't really have to, we don't have to really just we can't shoot on this day. We can't shoot on this day. Now it's more what day can we not shoot on?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And with the adding different people to the show, it fits around everybody's schedule.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like if and it's gonna be kind of hard for me not to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where the show takes place at. So when it comes to the show, one person might not be able to make it, but the other host might be able to make it. Right. So in order to build from what we had this past year to build that, you have to add another body to the show.
I got you.
You have to add extra stuff to the show. So, and it took some work because I've been up and down in my head like, oh man, how can I get on 2 platforms? Oh man, how can we be consistent?
Right.
It took some work. It took some notes, and my journal is full. I actually got to buy another one. So this is. It's a work in progress, but the vision for it is getting clearer and clearer every day.
Right. Well, man, it's like I told you before in private conversations. Looking at where y'all were a year ago to where y'all are now, man, everything's just evolved. Everything's developed, and I can't wait to see what the upcoming year holds.
Oh, yeah.
You touched on having different guests in from different fanhoods, I guess would be the word.
Yeah.
What about different sports? Is it just going to be football centered? You going to have some basketball folks in, tennis, badminton?
We're actually to be honest, my bad. I'm so sorry. My bad.
It's an interactive show, folks.
Yeah, my bad.
It's an
people. My bad,
interactive show.
people.
Hey, you know what? There's a good thing about it though. As you're watching the show, you can talk to the host. You can communicate with them. Usually, you have Jeezy here to communicate to and look at the phones. I don't have the credentials or the keys that Jeezy has, so some of those doors were locked to me, so I can't help out on that front right now. So Neff is kind of having to carry that weight by himself, but he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job.
So because I actually put a post on Facebook earlier, you know, just letting everybody know that we will be live on Facebook, we will be live on YouTube at the same time.
Right.
It took a lot of work, a lot of technical things had to come here, and a lot of technical things had to go there, and then you had to hold the phone and hold the camera, and it was a lot of stuff, but we got it worked out. And for all the YouTube videos that didn't show me how to broadcast on two networks with two separate devices with one mixer, I got it. I'm going to get that one out there to you real soon. When you want to take it to the next level, man, you have to think outside the box. So I'm thinking outside. Yeah. I got to think outside the box, man. So, you know, still trying to get any sponsors out there that feel like, hey, we can build off these little guys right here. Hey, let me know. LJTHOMAS82@gmail.com. Blood3STYTV@gmail.com. Send me that email and let me know. Let me know what it is need to be done, and I will get it done. Anything that needs to be done. I mean, because honestly, right now we're working with an iPad, an iPhone 8 Plus, a Dell computer, a webcam C920. I can tell you exactly everything. The Behringer microphones with the XLR cables, toner boom stands. This is my leaf off my table.
Straight out of the dining room.
Yeah, baby. So you got to be honest with yourself. It's self-made. Look at him. He's nervous. But everything self-made. If it happened on this channel, that means the money was put forward, came out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or came out of our pocket. Like there's nothing been given to us. It's mostly just been self-made. So when it comes to there we go again. My bad. When it comes to the channel, though, you know, everything's just everything. So, you know, when we put these videos out on YouTube, hopefully, my goal is 300 subs before kickoff season, before football kickoff, and 150 views a show. That's not planning on producing a lot. We plan on producing a lot of shows, but.
What was your biggest show? You did a show on Facebook and you hit what, 1,500 views? Was that what it capped out at?
Yeah, it capped out, and I think that was. I want to say that was Championship Weekend.
Was it?
I don't know.
I think it might have been after.
No. It wasn't after. It was Championship Weekend.
You talking about the national championship?
Roll
Tide. So it's gaining traction pretty much. You're getting a little bit of a follow.
Facebook show love.
Tell us about people starting to recognize you and recognizing your voice.
Oh yeah. I was at work, and don't get me wrong, when I'm at work, I promote myself. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that the attraction that is needed for this channel, I try to give it 100%. I never back down from a challenge. And this here's a challenge. You ask me, it's a challenge. You got to know football. You got to know basketball. You got to know baseball. You got to know sports. I watch wrestling too. Do a wrestling segment. And to answer your question before I go into recognizing, there will be more sports. And okay. I'm hoping to bring the wrestling podcast in. I'm hoping to bring the wrestling show in and make it one of the best parts of the show. You know, and that will be something separate. And you know, more than likely that's Monday night.
What if John Cena hit you up, wanted to guest host?
John Cena hit me up.
You wouldn't be able to see him. Continue.
He tried, y'all. He tried. But if John Cena hit me up, man, I was come on, sit down.
Yeah.
Come sit down. Bring some muscle milk. Bring some muscle milk.
He's got plenty of it. Okay, so multiple halls, multiple fans, multiple sports, stuff like that. You're going to have a good little setup like that. What about on location stuff? We're going to see Just 2EIGHT adventure out of the studio a little bit. Maybe show up outside of Bryant Denny on the quad.
In the future.
In the future?
In the future. Depending on how it goes. I mean, it's really a ear-to-ear basis, but I plan on it. I think I went to my first college basketball game, and I really can't tell you anything about college basketball really, but is a thing. But I went to my first college basketball show, and I went live on Instagram, and that was a hit.
Yeah.
And that was a hit. And I didn't talk nothing about the game. I just said I was live here. You know, and I talked a little. I said back Florida versus Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt actually pulled it out, but you know, like
it's
I said,
good popcorn
yeah,
while you're eating it.
Yeah, good popcorn. It was like in a high school gym, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like I said, when I got there, I was like, hey, here on my basketball, you know, and here it goes. You know what I'm saying? So I did like 10, I'll say maybe 5 minutes of a live show. That was it, and it hit from there. Like me personally, I don't have a problem with. Just, you know, I don't have a problem with being on camera. I don't have a problem with promoting. I don't have a problem with advertising. Anything I can do to get 2EIGHT, Bottles Up Vape, AIG, anything I can do to get them 3 brands up and coming, to get our name, just to get our name out there, to, you know what I'm saying, for folks to know who we are, I'm with it. I'm with it. I never back down from a challenge. You know, there's always a challenge out. There's always somebody that wants to be. I can't stand for somebody to be mediocre and be around me with mediocrity. Mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, it's like if it comes to it and I got to do it, I'm gonna do it. I didn't start from scratch,
right,
to get to putting it in the oven and then let it burn. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like if I started with baking it in my hands, you know, and then now it's in the oven and it's cooking, I'm not gonna leave the house and let it burn up.
right.
You know, I'm gonna watch it cook. Cause I want to know where I stopped at, what I did wrong, what I did, and that's why I go back and I watch old videos. Excuse me. I watch old videos just to see what went wrong here. What did I say wrong there? You know, and build on that. I never go back and say, oh man, this was a good show. Like I'm not gonna give our show props.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna say, oh man, this is a great show right here. They missed this one. No.
You got to be your worst critic.
I'm the critic, right?
You have to.
Got to be. So, if I was to go by 2EIGHT, man, it's all about building.
Right.
You know, you gotta keep building. Nothing stops here. You know, I talked to my T-shirt guy the other day, and shout out to Jaquino Crenshaw at Executive Arts. That's the maker of our T-shirts. He gave me a price on T-shirts, and I think it's for like 20 of them. And to be honest, this money's coming out my pocket when I get this vape juice sold, and I'm not even gonna resell them. I'm just giving them away because I want people to know who they represent, what they represent. You know what I'm saying?
Spread the word.
Spread the word. And to be honest, like it happened. It was like in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like this touch that said like because I was looking for I was looking for a sign or anything to say am I overstepping my boundaries with 2EIGHT? You know, is it time for to just stop this and then just go on with life? You know, and I'm at work. And my boss man comes up to me and he says he was getting ready for work that day,
right,
and he heard something talking in the background. He's like, I recognize that voice, you know what I'm saying? And said he came in the room and his 16-year-old son, was watching our podcast.
Right.
So I'm stoked, you know. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And he said he said the son told dad, said, man, this guy's pretty good. I'm gonna subscribe. And that's a subscriber. That's a subscriber from a 16-year-old. So imagine what can happen if
16-year-olds are tough too.
they're tough. Whew. But if they like sports and they know who to talk to, come see Neff, baby. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, 2EIGHT is on the rise, man, and I'm gonna do whatever it is to take it there. You know, and it's gonna be some bumps in the road.
Yeah.
I'm sweating it. I can't sweat it. I got the book bag. You feel me? I got the book bag and it's got the key in it.
Yeah.
I got to get the key to the princess house. You know what I'm saying? To unlock that door. So I mean, whatever it takes to get there, I'm gonna get there. But in that same night, this guy named shout out DQ taught me how to drive a reach truck at Dollar General. Shout out to you guys. In the same night, DQ rode up to me and he just stood there for a minute. You know, I'm working, so I'm not really paying no attention, but I'm half asleep. And I opened my eyes up, and he's got the 2A shirt on. I hollered. Oh, my gosh. It's not the same night. And the same night. And I mean, he just, like, rubbed his chest and everything. But I was hyped. I was like, wow. I'm talking about running down the aisle. But, like, it just in the same night that two different people, two different races, two different people on the different sides of the earth came to me and said, hey, man, you're doing something good. Just keep moving it. Just keep moving. Keep producing. So, you know, in that sense of direction, I got my sign that I need to keep going.
Right.
There's no stopping from here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's no stopping from here. You know, only thing I can do is be better than what I was
yesterday.
Exactly. If I dropped 120 pallets at work, the next day I got to drop 130 just because I got to keep moving.
Right.
I got to keep moving. What you got?
It's going to get to a point where you won't be able to walk out the front door.
If it gets to that point, I'm going to embrace that. I'm very cocky, as they tell me at work. I'm very cocky, very hyper, very outspoken. So if it comes to it, you know, like if I can't walk out my front door, they want an autograph, anything, I'm signing it. I'm signing it 2EIGHT though. I'm not signing the Neff. I'm signing it 2EIGHT because that's the logo, that's the brand, that's the market value. You know what I'm saying? It's 2EIGHT. Now my shirt that says Neff knows. If I can get 30 people to wear that shirt, hey, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? If it go viral, it goes viral, man. But like I love it, bro. Like I never thought of it. And actually, it's G's idea. The podcast.
Right.
It's G's idea. So, you know, I just took on the role of let's make it better. You know, let's get it better because you know I entertain a lot of people and I hear the critics say, well, y'all can't do because we started with just a microphone and a laptop, and we just doing a still image, upload to YouTube, keep it moving, you know, and it wasn't no setup involved, you know, wasn't no live, nothing involved, you know what I'm saying. So then one guy told me, said, man, y'all need to do a video, bro. Do a video. Don't just come off that still image. So I said, all right, cool, let's try that. So we tried it one time with the cell phone, and it didn't work out. We did a couple on with the cell phone that didn't work out, and then we did one, and that was when Hugh Freeze got resigned, the Hugh Freeze show. That was one of my favorite shows.
That was the breakthrough show?
Yes, that was the breakthrough show. Exactly. And I had fun on that show, bro. I had fun.
I was here for that show. It was very fun.
That was very fun, and I honestly believe. I mean, it's still to this day. I honestly believe Hugh Freeze was in the right. I don't think he was in the wrong for that, man.
Oh boy,
that's my thing. I don't
Off topic. Did you hear Nick Saban wanted to hire him to be the offensive coordinator?
Indeed, he should.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When y'all had that debate in my head, I was on G's side. Hugh Freeze was in the wrong. He shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. But whenever Nick Saban in Alabama was talking about, hey, maybe we should give this guy another chance. Oh, Hugh Freeze is a good man. He is a good man.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
He's a fine, upstanding man. Everybody deserves a second chance. But that didn't work out. So, yeah, Hugh Freeze was in the wrong. Let's talk about the next evolution of the shows. Now, you know, we've got YouTube, Facebook covered. You're going to be simulcasted on those. Let's talk about the show itself and the developments and the evolution. What are you looking to improve on now as far as production value, graphics, music, sound, all that stuff? What's next? What's going to be the next upgrade on the
intro to the show.
Yeah.
The intro to the show it's more like the radio sound, and then you're now watching the coldest podcast on this side of 65.
It's iconic.
That line is very iconic. That's the part I want to include due to the fact we're live.
Right.
You know, so it's like You gotta do some more technical work, and still looking for somebody to come press that button on that camera, just to run, just to run that part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Graphic wise, we talk about a certain topic, and you get us on one side and the video play on the other side. Just different. Music wise, shout out to Homage Beats. We sample a lot of beats from this guy.
On Instagram? He's on Instagram?
He's on Instagram. I met him on YouTube. And I had typed in free beats, to be honest. Typed in free beats, and this guy came up, and he had this one beat, and I was like, man, that's hard. That is a hard beat.
Right.
And I actually took that beat and put it on an Instagram video.
And he saw it.
He saw it, and I messaged him. I told him, I said, hey, man, I used one of your beats. You know what I'm saying? To push this video out. And if you don't like, if you got a problem with it, just let me know and I'll take it down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I won't use your music anymore. And he was like, nah, man. You can good. Use anything you want off my channel.
Right.
It's there for you there. So I was like, hey. From that point on, like everything I've used, every video I've made off my iPad, Homage Beats. So I salute that guy. That guy, he's got talent.
So can people find him by going to the 2EIGHT Instagram?
Yeah.
Or how would be the best way for them to find him?
Homage Beats, HOMAGE Beats on YouTube.
Okay.
Follow him on Instagram too. We follow him on Instagram too. But yeah, he's hard now. He's got some hard stuff on stuff, man. Holler at that guy. That is one of the best. Now MJ Nichols has a couple beats that I like too. He produced I think he produced one of his beats was on our show we did. I think it's an old show. I can't even tell you the name of it. I know we had that's when we were set up on the wall without the banner and stuff, and we were set up with the carpet, not the carpet, but the throws and stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we've come a long way though. You know what I'm saying? We went from a wall with blankets and stuff like that to the TV. You know what I'm saying? And the logo. So like, as far as that go, but like, the name change. It was just 2EIGHT. Now it's just 2EIGHT Live, so and for the just 2EIGHT, let's touch that one. Just 2EIGHT came from a video game where like my name on Xbox One is Neff2EIGHT, and I've been Neff2EIGHT for a while, like I think about 4 years in the making or whatever.
It's another brand. Yeah.
Crazy. And Jeezy got his account, and his man is Jeezy2EIGHT, and we were playing the game one day, and somebody, I think Ami throw me the ball, and he was like, dang, I thought you was Jeezy like that. Y'all look alike, and y'all got the same, like we had the same jersey number, which was 8 at the time, and our gamer tags had 2EIGHT on it or whatever. So, that's how the name was formed, just 2EIGHT. Just 2EIGHT. It's just me and Jeezy or whatever. But now it's 2EIGHT Live, you know what I'm saying? And that has no meaning to it. It's 2EIGHT Live because it's not just us anymore.
Branching out.
Yeah, it's time to sprout it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how that started. Like 2EIGHT, whatever. It came from a video game. And actually this one guy told me, if I ever got a chance to be big, and if I had to explain this to a millionaire, how you come up with your name, would I explain that to a millionaire? I told him, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would never change. If this channel produces $50,000 over this millionaire want to give me $100 million, I'm gonna take the $50,000 because I work for it.
Right.
The $100 million is gonna come with, you want to put your name on it, you want to change it. You see what I'm saying? So that $50,000, I'm gonna put that and take that and split it with the show, and that $100 million, I'm gonna tell him just keep watching. Maybe you'll see something that you like. Honestly, it's because it was never about the money.
Right.
It was never about the money. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just about being known.
Right.
And for people to walk up, it's a good feeling in your chest when somebody walks up to you and say, "Hey man, you that dude from the 2EIGHT show," like the guy did with the Bloodthirsty channel when he was in Buffalo Wild Wings. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if somebody walks up to you and say, "Hey man," you know what I'm saying? Like that's the most enjoyment you get from doing anything.
That's when the work pays off. I mean,
Yeah.
you're putting content out there for people to see it.
Right.
And, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, how are people reacting to this? Are they consuming it? Is this worth the while? And for somebody to come up to you that you don't know, anybody can get family to watch. I can call my mom and be like, Mama, watch me. And she will. But the fact, when you go out in public and a stranger walks up to you and says, hey, I know you. I've seen you.
Right.
Keep up the good work. There's something that's extra validating about that. It makes it look worthwhile, and it's got a motivational factor to it, and for those people to come up to you at your job and say that to you, I know that lit a fire under you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're seeing all these changes and all these upgrades, because
Yeah.
I've been through the struggle with you.
Oh yeah.
We've come a long way since Mad Media days.
Oh yeah. Mad Media Day was a blast, man. I had fun on that.
It was great.
It took me a minute to get out that stumble mode, I'm like, I'm not.
It was new. It was something new.
I'm
that we were
definitely not
trying.
afraid of the camera anymore. I always used to say, I need a cameraman. I need a cameraman. So, it brought a lot of it out. But like I said, far as it go by, just 2.8 Live. 2.8 Live is taking on a whole different perspective. Like the most views we got on YouTube was like 115. That was one show, and I think that was our very first show. Our very first show did 115 views. Yeah. Since then, we've hit 100 views once. You know what I'm saying? So the work that is going to being on this show, the work that's going into this show, the work that is going into the podcast, period. And I don't call it a podcast anymore because we've.
It's not really a podcast.
It's not really a podcast anymore. We've moved up a little bit.
Yeah.
The 2.8 Live show, is work coming into it, man. I gotta keep moving. There's no way I stop here. You know what I'm saying? If like I said, when somebody embraces you, and I know you.
Yeah.
You that guy from, and I've had that. I've had people come to me and say, and it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think famous could be in it, you know what I'm saying? And and don't get me wrong, I've been around famous people, you know what I'm saying? My cousin, Daniel Greer, he has his own clothing line, T. Clark Media. He does photography. See, there's a couple more people I know. Got a couple cousins played football, won championships and stuff like that. My son just won a championship in Garndale. like I know people that's been successful at the things they do, so that energy rubs off on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I bring this energy when I get these mics in my face, that energy rubs off on me. I just like, all right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask this question.
Oh, you're asking questions.
Yeah, I'm asking questions.
Oh boy.
I like being on camera, and I like to see it. College football season, like I said, football season, period. Like, not what you're taking on it, because I don't want to go into football season just yet. I just don't feel like it's an official show.
Right.
But adding a different perspective to it.
Right.
A biased person can't be on the show. Can't do bias. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a little less roll tide.
Yeah. So you have to kind of drop the roll tide act and first, do you want to do the show?
Sure.
Right. I'm saying, like, you don't have to show up every show. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's going to be some shows that I might not want to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where the show starts at. I mean, this is where the show kicks off at.
No, I'm with it. I'll talk about college football all day long with you.
So it's so and I've seen your work. I've been around you. What we got, about 8-10 years in?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, we're working on years. So
way back.
You built your own website.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So
I say I'm kind of like you with stuff. I don't want stuff handed out to me.
Yeah.
You can there's a million different things you can do to get a pre-made website, pre-made graphics, all that stuff pre-made. Everything that I touch is made from scratch, because it's not just about putting content out. at the end of the day, I want to look back at that content and say, I made that. When I looked at that, it was nothing but a blank screen. That's part of the pride, and that's part of the satisfaction. Yeah, you can put something out, and somebody might not see it or not. You might not get views. You might not get hits. But you can still say, I made that. That's something I created that is out there for when that person comes along. And I was going to say, to add on what you were talking about, all it takes is a spark. All it takes is one person, and that one person can turn into 2, and then 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, and it keeps growing like that. So the fact that you're getting people recognizing you, that means that fire is starting to build. There's smoke there. It's starting to grow. It's starting to develop. And that network is starting to build, and it's starting to spread. So, I mean, you're having that success. And I'm so glad y'all decided to keep going with this show. I know it's been up and down and roller coasters and different difficulties and just real life stuff getting in the way. But that's what it takes, is that persistence through those rough waters to get to the success.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, like, it's you know, man, it's been long and hard. But honestly, it's just, you know, it's time to take it to the next level now. That's why I just, you know, I go out every day. I visit places like I went to the Guitar Center 2 days ago, and I visited that place 3 times in one day. I actually got my car hit too. Some lady opened up the door on my car.
Not the Malibu.
Yeah, the boo. She didn't do anything to it though, so it's all good. But I went in there and I just looked at these mics that I want. They $399. So then I mean $399. So you know it's gonna be a work to get there. That's the goal.
Per one.
Just one mic. Yeah, one mic, $399. So that's the goal.
You'll have a recording studio before long.
Oh yeah. I'm halfway there.
Start charging people.
Oh yeah, I'm halfway there.
Bring your guitar.
Bring your guitar. Indeed.
Let's make some music. I just want to give a shout out to you too. Excuse me. I'm trying to find the best way to phrase this. You know, so many people come up to you if they see you working and they see you doing something, they'll come up to you and be like, hey, you know, teach me, show me, how did you do that, yada, yada, yada. And this kind of stuff here is complex and it's complicated, you know, making websites, setting up audio equipment. There's so much audio equipment that I'm looking at right now off camera. It just blows my mind, and I still don't understand all of it. But the fact is, and this is a shout out to you, anybody can say, hey, teach me, hey, show me. You know, to me, that's empty words. It doesn't mean anything, because if you really want to learn something, you do it. You do it. You go. The resources are there. YouTube. I don't know how people did it back in the early 90s and way back before that with learning all this stuff. I know a lot of this stuff wasn't around, but I still don't understand how people learn with all the resources. Google, we've got the world in our palms.
Oh, yeah.
And the resources are there. And if you really want to learn something, if you want to do something, it's there. Just go do it. Learn. You might not have the money. You might not have whatever you need, but you can build towards that like this guy did. And whenever somebody asks me, you know, show me, teach me, this man's my example. He's always my example. He didn't know none of this stuff. None of it.
None of it, man.
Like he said, he started with a laptop and a little bitty microphone.
On by yay big.
And I mean, it's a studio. Like I said, I mean, he's got a recording studio here, and he knows how to set it up. He knows how it works. He knows how to do all this stuff. I mean, to me, that's an inspiration. I think people should be watching you and being like, "Okay, I see Neff working. I see what he's doing."
Yeah. Hey, let me just tell it. I downloaded like my computer. I went in. Oh man, I get tongue tied and everything. But I went in on my laptop and I said I want to be able to shoot from, because I got people that say, man, you ain't been on YouTube in a minute. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to YouTube too. So you know, I went back to YouTube. That was me. I think that was me.
Okay.
My bad.
I thought I had a friend.
Yeah, but I went back to YouTube. I said, okay, I got to get the show back on YouTube, but I want to do it live. I want to be able to interact with people too. I want people to be able to comment. So if you're watching the show, you watching us talk now, just comment, say something. You know what I'm saying? Just to let us know that you are watching. But I said I got to get back to YouTube. That's my first thing. I got to get back to YouTube. I got to get back to where it started at. So I said, okay, we got to get on 2 platforms. So I go to YouTube and I'm watching videos. And this software called Wirecast Studio or something like that. It's like $400, $500. Not me. So I said, okay, let me see what else I got. OBS. Okay, OBS will let you do one. So I got an iPad and a laptop. So my laptop needs a better camera. So I go out and buy a webcam. Okay, well, the video is kind of off and everything. It's just like a lot of stuff, man. And
Trial and error.
And I go buy something. I regret that. Oh, no, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to use that anyway. So I get down to the point now where all this stuff that I got, like the mics. I like that. Let me hold the mic a little bit. Let me hold the mic because I want to talk now. I'm talking now. But yeah, like the mics. The mics, the Behringers same as the Behringer, same as the mixer. It was just like, let's get it.
Right.
I got to figure something out.
Right.
I got to re in touch with my YouTube fans, with the YouTube people. So, and actually, this is where the money source is going to come from. What this thing, so we can pay for more equipment, better
upgrades and stuff.
So I got to come back to YouTube, and what you coming through, and people coming through, and they helping, and I want to see you make it. I want to see you bigger. That's what I hear in my ear. I want to see you do your thing.
Right.
And I think I don't really if people come in and people make critics, and we're not gonna talk to you guys and all this other stuff like that. We understand that. I pay that's motivation. I think my only thing I want is I want my dad to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I want my dad to see, my boy can talk sports, my boy knows something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what I want. That's that like I walked in the room one day and my sister was watching one of my shows and she was like, okay. I'm like, my sister watching, you know what I'm saying? And that's like my role model, so my sister watching, I want my dad to watch, my uncle out of Cali, he watches, so he don't have a Facebook, so he's Neff, when you going back?
Yeah.
You need to get back on YouTube, baby. That's how he talk. He talks so funny and stuff. But yeah, my uncle watches. Just different family members. But like to see my sister watching it, walking my sister watching it. My mom ain't watching no sports for real. You know what I'm saying? See her watching tennis throw me off. But my mom just be like, do your thing. She supports. But like for me to know that my dad's watching, you know what I'm saying? That'll pick me up even more, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my thing, like I don't care about nothing else, if ain't nobody watching, my dad's watching, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I don't know if he's seen a show yet. I've done like 25 shows, and I don't know if he's seen one yet, but technology these days, old people can't get into that. Old people not hearing that. So, like that. It's no problem, just want to sit down with him one day and let him talk. Me and my dad can do a show, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I bet, yeah.
And that's Auburn versus Florida football all day long, you know what I'm saying? So he'll tell you about Auburn. He'll put an Auburn mask over your face. But other than, like I said, man, this started with a mini mic, yay big, and a laptop. And it is risen. Yeah. So, I mean.
Absolutely.
And to going into the anniversary, it's in the 1 year anniversary of 2EIGHT. Man, you gotta come hard. I want to have T-shirts out ready to go. You know what I'm saying? For just people, when we go live on Facebook and YouTube, I want somebody I got on the 2EIGHT shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my 2EIGHT
selfies.
Vape. You know what I'm saying? They vaping on the 2EIGHT juice. The bloodthirsty juice. Hand out a couple sweatshirts or something, just anything, bro. I want to sign some pieces of paper, somebody's T-shirt or anything. I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't still keep holding that thing.
Oh, now that you mentioned that, I got one last question.
Okay.
To sum it up.
We've
talked about the schedule, plans going forward, the next evolutions and upgrades. So this is your final question.
Okay.
What's the end game? What do you want 2-8 to be? When? Now, I know you can say, I'm never going to be satisfied. I want to keep. I don't want that answer. I don't want that lame answer. I know you have a goal in your mind. I know you have a spot that you want to hit in your mind. So, when you lay your head down at night and you're thinking about 2-8, what is in your head as the end game? Where's it going?
Meaning like where I stop it, where
Not where you stop it, but where are you satisfied? Where do you want it to be? What do you want it to turn into?
Oh man, end game. I want to be on the side of Jalen and Jacoby. That's where the motivation for the background comes from. That's where the motivation for the talking. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm Jalen. Well, yeah, I'm Jalen, and he's Jacoby.
Right.
You know, or Jalen and Jacoby. Colin Coherd. These are my idols. These guys are sportcasters that's hands down good at it. Jalen Jacoby, Colin Coherd. You know what I'm saying? He does so by himself.
And no love for Feinbaum?
Feinbaum to me, everybody see, like Bama fans can't stand Feinbaum.
I love Feinbaum.
I'm a Feinbaum fan. I wish he would answer the telephone. I wish he would just, hey, let's me and you, just one-on-one. Me and you, just one-on-one college football. SEC talk. We can only do only SEC talk. Me and Feinbaum. That'll be my show. So when I lay my head down at night, where I want 2-8 to be at, I want to be up there with Feinbaum, Jalen and Jacoby.
Okay.
Strong Arm Sports, and that's another podcast. They are a big channel.
Mm-hmm.
Spade and I can't think of the other guy's name, but Strong Arm Sports, SAS. They're not, like I said, they're another podcast, and I want to be on their level. You know what I'm saying? I want them to say we talking enough. And G's, you know what I'm saying, from the 2-8 podcast. Right. We talking to the 2-8 guys. You know what I'm saying? Just something just to interact with different people. You know what I'm saying? So when I said end game, I want to be up here. I mean, like right now we're down here in the middle with where you can still feel the water run across your belly button. You know what I'm saying? I want to be up here where the sun at. You know what I'm saying? And I think the sun is Colin Coherd, which he's on TV. He's big. He's a big name. Yeah. Feinbaum, he's on TV, and you know how he got started.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's it. Colin Coherd, Feinbaum, Strong Arm Sports. Let me see another podcast that I recognize. Jalen and Jacoby. That's it, bro.
So that's Jalen and Jacoby. Because you've said them about 10
yeah.
times. So you
Jacoby,
got a special place.
Jalen and Jacoby inspired me to my background. The background is strictly come from Jalen and Jacoby.
You guys have a setup like them too. I can see why you draw
Jalen
comparisons
and Jacoby,
to them.
like I watch their show like when I'm just chilling or whatever. I'm looking for different stuff to do. I go watch their show. Not to hear them talk about sports because I can do that myself.
You're looking deeper.
I'm looking deeper than that. Like Jalen and Jacoby got on. Like and that's another thing. Like when we did a show, we'll come out in jerseys or something like that. I think on one show we did with the Nike, and that was actually the day that Nike dropped some new stuff out.
Right.
So we did the Nike shirts or whatever. I had a Tebow nose. He just had on the regular red Nike shirt, but like I had on blue and he had on red. He's a Bama fan. I'm a Florida fan, so it just interact. That show interact. That was like one of the best shows we ever done, and that was actually the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight for that show.
Okay.
So so like it was a lot of things in that show. Like you see that show and you like, okay, I see it. I see one. You know what I'm saying? I see that. So, like Jalen and Jacoby, they wear collar shirts. You know what I'm saying? And they looking good. And Jalen might have a leather coat on or some sunglasses or something like that. So, you'll see me on the show with a scarf around my neck, the cutoff sleeve shirt, you know what I'm saying, and some sunglasses. I build on that Jalen and Jacoby act, bro. Like that I look deeper than that. I like to look at their backgrounds and see what they got in their background. So, I have different people like, hey, can you print me a couple photos? You know what I'm saying? And people come like, oh, what you want? You know what I'm saying? I send them the photo or whatever. And why you want that? Ain't got nothing to do with sports. It's just it's different culture of it. You want to pull a lot of things out. Like I got a shot of the Beatles. This restaurant I went to in Tennessee is actually Chicago found. So I got a couple shots from them. It's like the building of the background. You know what I'm saying? Like if nothing goes wrong, the background has to be 100% right. That's my thing. So the end game, I want to be up there with Jalen and Jacoby.
I hear you.
Oh yeah.
Attention to detail.
Oh yeah, gotta pay attention. Sam, cause man, Heart and Mind showed me that. Attention to detail. What's Mickey? Mickey
Mickey.
And D Darden.
Yeah.
And
Don't forget
Leanne.
Robin. Don't forget, you gotta remember Robin.
Oh yeah, I remember Robin.
You remember Robin.
We don't talk about that. It's all good, but that's all you got.
That's all I got. I think you gave us a pretty good idea of what's to come next.
Oh yeah.
For just 2EIGHT.
2EIGHT. Next show.
One more.
Oh, you got another question?
One more. For the viewer, because you said you're gonna be reaching out to people.
Yeah.
To get on the show and stuff. How can people reach you?
You can call me. You can call me at 205-541-1207. You can I would prefer you to email me because all these obscene numbers, I look at that and be like, I don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? So
text him first.
Yeah, just send me a text message. Don't call me because I look at that and like, I don't know who that is. But text my cell phone number, like again, 205-541-1207. You can email me at blood3stytv@gmail.com. That's bloodthirstytv. It's blood3stytv@gmail.com. You can email me at my personal one at Darius, DARIUS.THMS@yahoo.com, or you can email me at my other Gmail account, LJTHOMAS82@gmail.com.
Basically, you're not a hard man to find.
Nope. Look for me on Facebook. You can go to the Neff and G's page. You can come to the Instagram page. The Instagram page, NEF_JEEZ28. The the Facebook page. Go to Ladarius Thomas on my Facebook page. Inbox me something. I'm answering all calls. So if you feel like you want to come go toe to toe with the up and coming, let's go.
You can send him a letter too. I would give out his address, but I don't think he's ready for that at the doorstep stuff that we talked about earlier.
Not yet. Let's collect. Let's get 300 goals for college football stars. 300 subscribers before college football stars. That is the goal. 300 subscribers for college football stars.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for me. Is there anything you want to add? Anything else?
Hit us up for the vape juice. I think I'm gonna do a couple shout outs because this is what I
absolutely. Go ahead.
Shout out to Fizz Flux, Brady Jackson.
That's me.
One for that guy. We don't think we would have been up on Facebook just yet. I was looking and it would
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Shout out to Dan Mullen. Come on home, baby. Shout out to G's. Shout out to Chop for the contribution. Executive Arts. Lisa, my boo, my baby. Shout out to the whole 2EIGHT family, you know what I'm saying? And that's Dollar General Incorporated. You know, like all my coworkers that holler at me on a business. Shout out to y'all. Y'all out of the support that helps keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sam Club. People that are supporting them or whatnot.
4724.
Oh yeah, we in here. Shout out to everybody that supports, man. But I mean, the single shout outs because I knew who I was looking for and who I wanted to talk to. But like I said, all in all, you know, that's pretty much it. But that's it, man. This 2EIGHT live. I'm Neff.
I'm Flux.
Peace. See y'all later. Now I gotta get up and stop the camera because Brandon ain't down here. Bye-bye.
I just want to say one more thing before he turns the camera off. Roll Tide. See you.